All right, everyone, what is going on? We are live. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Adum, and every day we get together and we live stream and we get to work on trying to build ourselves a company that is going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. And we're working on Pixel Pieces, which is our Webflow template and component library. And what we left off yesterday was we kind of moved everything over to iFrames so that when we smooth intro. Kevin, how's it going? One of these days I should smoothen it up. Yeah, I appreciate it. Welcome. Happy oh geez, I was thinking it was Friday. It's Thursday today. It's almost Friday. Yeah, so we had transferred everything over into iFrames, into these embed codes. I guess we can, yeah, I am just showing my screen. Where am I? Oh, I zoomed in pretty good. So if you look at these embed codes here, so we have our iFrames right over here. And the problem we were having was in a couple instances, or for a couple of different components, for whatever reason, the iframe resizer code that we were using to dynamically resize the height of the iframe depending on the actual height of the content that's within it. So that wasn't working whenever you had something, either if it was in a grid for whatever reason, if everything was surrounded by a grid, it would have issues reading the height of the content, or if there was any any elements that were absolutely positioned, like our drop-down navigations. So trying to figure out a way around that. So I tried yesterday off stream. I was like, oh, I have an idea. What I'll do is I'll take this iframe and then I'll kind of have a really good guesstimate of how high the iframe needed to be depending on what size of the navigation elements needed to be. And then I could kind of target which, like I could create an embed code and just target whenever it's a navigation element, just use that embed code. And then what I did was I created, I just put in some media queries, which would just kind of adjust the minimum height of the iframe. And then hopefully the rest of the code would do its job with the resizer code. Basically, long story short, is that it didn't work because if I'm using media queries to adjust the minimum height of the iframe, for whatever reason, the JavaScript code that would be the frame resizer just wouldn't work. So it's basically, and maybe I can do it for just, maybe I could do it just for navigation elements. I don't know. It's kind of basically, it's a really big pain in the butt. And I'm not exactly sure how to solve this problem, to be honest. So we're going to try to see if we can work it out. So another thing that I did off screen, or off stream anyways, was we now have two embed codes, and I really don't like this, but I don't know how else to do this. Because when you hide something here within Webflow, basically if you use the settings and you have condition visibility, whether something's on or off, it's still going to display all the content in the DOM. It's just going to just hide it using just display none, which is really annoying. I wish there was a way you can hide things from actually getting loaded up into a page, just, even just for quickness and for speed's sake. Anyways, so we have this embed code here. So this one here is the full frame embed, where basically it's living outside in this main wrapper. So if it is, I think I have it here. If full height is on within the component templates, or within the components, then this is going to be displayed. And basically what I did was within each component, I added a new toggle here, is full height. So if there's something that's full height, and if we can go, actually I do have a page open right here. So something that is full height is basically like all the hero sections, right? A lot of the hero elements have, this needs to be full height, and same with this one. Well, I'll just view it here. So it just forces it full height, which is fine. So that's great. That's what we want. So that's perfect. And then if it's not full height, then it's just going to display this iframe here. which is pretty much the same. I just have a different ID on it. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, except of course that it's within like this padding element here as well too. This padding section medium and this padding, just to make it so, as an example, when you're looking at it, yeah, it's inside this frame here, which has a little bit of a padding on each side. So yeah, so that's kind of the difference there. I think I can close all that stuff down. And I know I still have the border around here. It's just because I use that to just see what the height of the actual iframe is. Right. So our issues are basically, where can I? Yeah, basically in the navigation. If we look in the navigation and then if we view this drop down, well, that one is okay. But if I take this and yeah, see how it's getting cut off here? This drop down is not expanding its height. So that's going to be a problem if people are just looking at the component and want to actually kind of see it. So what can I do? What options do we have? So again, one thing that I can show you guys, like I wanted to avoid calling up a bunch of different iframes and then just a bunch of different use cases based on what's being loaded into the iframe. I feel like that's, I just feel like that's quite a bit. But if I uncomment this and we publish this, yeah, publish this. All right, there we go. So if I refresh this, see it goes at a larger height. So everything is going to be visible, right? So, and I think I judged that based on basically the largest one, which is probably going to be this one here. Because if we go very small here and we drop this down, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Also, it's even getting cut off a little bit, so I just need to update the height. But we want to make sure that's all that is going to be fully viewed. So that's fine. So that would work. But then again, if I go to another component for just say a blog, it's not resizing anymore. It's just going to go by whatever those media queries are. So it's just going to have this lowest height here, whatever this is. So that's the issue. So I guess what we could do is, just like we're doing for this embed code and this one, we could just create another one where it's only going to be displayed if it's a navigation item. All right, and let's just do this here for a second. So we need, right. We'll actually take this one. We'll have this one as iFrame, Webflow. We'll just do this one responsive. So we'll do that. And I think we can do iFrame regular. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. We'll save that. We'll go down here and we'll go iFrame regular. We'll just put this nav just to give it a different ID. And we're going to have this one only display a Okay, we need to set up one more parameter in our components. And it's going to be a switch, and we'll say is navigation. Again, I really don't like this because I have all these weird kind of use case scenarios for each component. I just want it to work. So, and this feels really, really hacky, but I don't know any other way to do this because my JavaScript is really not capable enough to be able to build something that's exactly what I need, which is frustrating. Okay, so then we need to go to, all right, let's go to these guys here. So I think all of these ones, yeah, we just want to say is navigation. Oh, did I already do that one? Save that one. This nav minimal is actually full height, so we want to leave that one as is. Is navigation. The other thing that I could do is also maybe make the size of the dropdown a lot smaller. But the idea is that I want people to see what the art of the possible is within the navigation, which is why I got lots of stuff in there. Okay. So let's go back here. And this one, we have a condition is visible when is navigation is on. And then we have to go to this one and give this a condition is navigation is off. And then let's publish this. All right. So this hopefully works now. Yeah, so that's looking good. Right, so that's responding perfectly. It doesn't go back down. I don't know why that is, but I think that's not a big deal. And let's just check another one. Yep, that one's good. And maybe, what else could we do? I don't know, let's check a pricing. Yep, looking good there. And it's responding nicely. Yep, okay, all the way down, yep. And if we go now to a navigation, and then, yeah, and then it's responding appropriately. Perfect. That looks good. Navigation, let's try another one here. Yeah, so everything's looking good. I mean, again, it's going to have a long, like this is going to have this bar on it, but I think that's okay. I don't think that's a bad, like the scroll bar. I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, we could always hide it, but that's just not pretty. Yeah, we could literally just hide the scroll bar, but I don't think that's a really good user experience there. One last thing. Now we can just throw in a no border around that just to clean it up. Actually, this is the one that iFrame responsive. We don't want that height to be that high. Well, I think that's okay. All right, let's publish this. Now we can get a sense for what everything's going to look like. All right, so yeah, I mean, when you go in here, and if you're on a full screen, it's looking pretty good. I'll even zoom in a little bit. So you're viewing a basic one. You got your drop down. But again, if I go here, yeah, you're going to have a scroll bar, but that's okay. I don't think that's the end of the world. Oh, because you can't even go really small anyways once, like if you're logged in. Whoops, what did I do? Where's my window? Is this the window? Is this the right one? I think this is where I was. Let's go to, oh geez, I don't know. Let's go to a form component. I view this one. Yeah, and this one has a scroll bar anyways because it just needs one. And then if we make it smaller, yeah, and it just responds. This is just your standard one. So, I mean, this is okay. Like, everything works, right? So, should we leave it like this for now? Again, here's the question of the day. Is this going to stop me from being able to make money, right? Is having the iFrames not really render ideally? Again, who's even going to know? Like, there's this scroll here, right? But no one's really going to know. In fact, I don't know why this one's actually scrolling. But, you know, like, no one's going to know unless someone's watching the stream and then going in and playing around with it and being like, hey, I don't like this. But, I mean, like, that's not going to happen, right? That's not a thing. So I don't think I should worry about it. You know, it's looking at a footer. We go view footer. As long as everyone can see everything, right? Like, this is the thing. Maybe this part here is too, like, it's taking up too much space. I could probably make the header section smaller. But again, those are just little things. Actually, like, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it might be taking up quite a bit of space if you're on a smaller, like a smaller browser window or small browser, like a smaller screen. Yeah, I say no one will know. Yeah, don't let this slow you down. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we should just move on to whatever the next step is going to be. So now it's working. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's do a couple tests just to make sure. I haven't tested every single component to make sure that everything is still copying and pasting correctly. So maybe let's just try that before we push it to production. So let's just, let's go to the dashboard and let's, oh my goodness. Here's a cut and paste thing. I got to clean up this whole project thing in Webflow. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was something else I was working on. Let's delete that. Okay, what do I want to do? Right, I'm testing. And oh, so many windows open. Look at all these calculator things I got open. Close all of them. Okay. I don't know. Footer 1. Let's pin this, please. It won't let me. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that's working. Footer 5. Yep, working. Form 6. Yep. Testimonials. I mean, if it's working for one, it should be working for all, but let's go into this all pages. I know that's a different page. Hero 3. Yep. Copying. Hero 7. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Call to action. 4. Yep. Okay. Let's actually go into one. Make sure it's also working when you're inside. Blog 1. Let's delete all these. Looking good. Blog 8. Yep. Oh. Why can't I pin this? Expand the browser. It's too small. Okay. Still won't let me. Okay, no big deal. Yeah, pricing. Let's. Yeah, I mean, I think everything's good here, guys. Okay. So, you know, one thing that I've noticed, this is actually really, really frustrating. So I think I can show you guys this. Might be something to consider as well when you're using Zapier and you're also within Webflow. So I have a Zap that, oh geez, where is it? Where's my history? Zap history. Right. Okay. So I have this Zap where I think I can go in here. Hang on a second. That's details. Sorry. Let's view run details. I just want to view the Zap itself. Okay. So here's the Zap itself that runs whenever someone signs up to Pixel Pieces, right? So a new member is made in MemberStack. And then when it goes there, it wants to create a live item in Webflow. And then when it creates that live item, it's basically creating the membership in Webflow in a collection for members. And then it's getting a member ID unique to Webflow. And then that's putting it back into MemberStack and updating a field within MemberStack. Then it's creating a record in Airtable. I just have it for Airtable just to have another place where I can have data and do other stuff that I'm going to want to do eventually. And like being able to like and have your own list of components that you like have favorited for, as an example. And then it gets the data into MailChimp, and then it sends an outbound email to myself, says, hey, you got a new subscriber or whatever. So that's totally cool. But this thing failed to run. Like it still ran, but it failed to do a few things because I don't even know how to say it specifically, because the staging and production are out of sync, that they're both not, because one of them, they're just off sync, right? It just like failed for whatever reason. I don't know why exactly it's doing that. It's noticing a difference between the two. So it says, okay, well, we can't run this app, we can't create this item in Webflow. I think it's because maybe your databases or whatever are like out of sync. So it's really, really frustrating. I'm not sure exactly what the way is to fix that when you want to actually have like a staging environment or an environment that's different from your production. So maybe it's going to even be a thing where you're going to want to create a whole different project to have your staging environment, which is really kind of frustrating. It works so much differently than if you're doing a project using like Git or something like that, where you can just have a completely staging environment and then you can have a production environment. You can branch off, you can do all your different things and not worry about hurting the production code. But with this, it's like as soon as I want to do something and just put it into staging and do some work on it, all my live zaps that I need working during like an actual live production environment, they'll stop working. So it's going to be something to consider in the future. And if you're using Zapier and you're using it within Webflow and you know that your production and your staging are sometimes going to be out of sync, just something to note that if you're doing stuff with live items in Webflow, there might be some issues there. There might be some ways to fix that within Zapier itself, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it that much, so I don't know. But anyways, that being said, I think we can push this to Pixel Pieces. I think we're good, right? So if I log in, I gotta sign in. think I'm here. Okay, no, that didn't work. There we go. Okay. Let's close that. Okay, so I'm logged in. Explore more components. Where does that take me? Oh, right, because there's a dashboard. I feel like I need to do something but more with this dashboard, but because it's just displaying 12. I think I put like, what do I do? What am I putting here? What am I putting here? Dashboard. What is on the dashboard? I think it's a collection, but I'm sorting by featured. Okay, so whatever I have for featured. Okay. Pixel copy list. Count item element list 3. Count items. Oh, I totally can't even remember what all these attributes are doing. Okay. So we're good to push to production, I think. Hopefully nothing will change. I don't think anything will change, but let me go to my account. I should update my avatar. View billing history. Current password, new password. I think I've tested changing this, but suggested new password. Ooh, that's a complicated one. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. One issue. What is the issue here? Non-descriptive link content for the logo. Right. Remove the empty link, but it's an image. It's not. It's an SVG. Okay. Custom attribute. Can I mean, can we give it an alt? No, we can't even give it an alt through here. Okay, well, whatever. I guess we can't do that. Okay, that's okay. And publish. So, yeah. It's always big when you publish something into production. All right, so now we are live. And hopefully nothing changed. Everything should be pretty much the same, except the whole backend got completely gutted. But other than that, navigation custom 1, paste in there. For pasting cross-site, we had to unlink components. I thought we don't have that for this one. That's interesting. I didn't know there were still a cross-linked and symbols. Oh, we had to unlink components. I didn't know I had components in here. Hang on, I need to investigate now. This is a little bit worrisome. Oh, you know what? Of course, I moved them here to their new area. Blah, blah, blah. Where are we? Navigation. Where's navigation? Right. So we moved all the... Oh, no, not basic. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Ah, come on. So we moved everything over. Where's the sidebar? Here we go. And this is the whole thing that needs to be copied. But when it was moved over, the components weren't copied over. And that's the actual Webflow components in here, to get my terminology right. But I didn't actually update the code, right? Like I didn't take this and put it into this clipboard inspector so I can basically get the new Webflow code and update the database. So I didn't do that. So that's still going to be there. So, you know, that's okay. It's not the end of the world right now. I'll probably spend some time just updating that. Maybe just over the weekend. Just a little thing to do. Behind the scenes. Let me see. Let's go viewing it. Nav custom 5. Okay, well, this isn't good. Now what's our problem here? That's not good. Pixel components.navigation.webflow refuse to connect. Okay, what's our problem? What the shit? What the hell's our problem? We have the right iframe URLs, but what do we have? Maybe we have something wrong like in here. And we need to take a look at the site settings. No. Okay, well, hang on, what error are we getting? Refuse to connect. All right. The target origin provided does not match the recipient. Is it because, oh God, are you telling me it's because of, like they were all under the .webflow? It was on like webflow.io. They were too when I was testing. I think there's something too with this thing not being loaded as well. Check iframe resizer.content window.js. I can close that down. Okay, close that down for a second. Not important right now. This is important. Got to fix this somehow. Shit. I have, yeah, total doubts. I have no idea really how to fix this, to be 100% honest. So, pixel components, navigation. Right, that should be okay. Okay. Yeah, we're still, shit. Oh, God. Yeah, like I know it doesn't fit. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, is that it's supposed to make sure that they do fail to execute post message. But what did I do? I mean, is there anything? The iframe URL. There's nothing to change there because that I look at each individual URL, yeah, that's, whoops. Yeah, I mean, that's they all have their different URL, which is fine. And then when you're on here on the code, I wonder, yeah, I don't know. Damn it. I don't know. Where am I loading the script? Loading it up here inside the head, which is fine. That's going to come in before the iframe. I wonder if I try to just put them in text files and just keep them on this domain just for now, just to see if that does anything. I mean, I have no idea why that would work, but, well, who knows? Who knows? I don't know what the hell's going on. This is the stuff this is my most, like, the hated stuff that I have to do. And it was working fine in the staging, but that makes sense now, I guess, because they're all cross-browser. But this is the whole point. This whole code is supposed to make it so that it does work cross-browser. I don't know. And then Webflow is not very easy to let you just host your own JavaScript files. Okay, so, right, what do I want to do? Give me some code editor here. All right, just, oh, it's looking weird. Can I just get a new? All right, new text file. Throw that there. All right. Sorry, I'm just saving something here. Oh my goodness. Resizer dot text. Okay, that's one. This one's the content window one. Sorry, I'm just pasting kind of stuff off screen here. New text file. Okay. So give me, okay. All right, I have two files here. Let's go assets. Oh, let's just call it JavaScript JS for now. In there. Okay. And open this. And open this. Okay, this one. Oh, I never know which one's which too. That's one thing that frustrates me. Okay. This one here, yeah, this is for the page that's hosting the iFrames, which is this page. So let's go here and let's put this in. Save that. And then, right, and then we're going to need this page to be loaded into here. Let's see. I mean, I have huge doubts, but let's see if that does anything. Okay. Yeah. Still. Now it's like, it's not even defined. So it's not even getting the scripts. Wow. Okay. Put this back here. And I wonder if I throw this in here. See if that does anything. Like, is it, what about here on the, yeah, everything's working on the, in the staging, but it's not working in production. Right? So, Jesus. What the hell? Why can't I grab this stupid thing? Although this one I can't even see. I can't even see the submit button. Now this is getting cut off. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, shit. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I mean, some of them are working. It's just getting cut off at that height. Oh, it must be because of this. It must be something here that got all messed up. Well, it shouldn't be. Okay. Now, so what is it, 4 o'clock? I feel like I have a couple options. Well, I feel like I have really one option, to be 100% honest. The only thing that I know how to do is to just revert it back to what it was when it was working, which was just basically yesterday before I pushed everything live. And then figure something else out. Like I don't have the technical know-how to get this thing to work. I mean, I've already spent like 3 days on this and I thought it was working. And then, you try to put it to production, then it's not working. So really, really frustrating. And I literally have no idea why. I mean, I know it's giving me an error. There's something to do with the JavaScript files or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know why it's not loading and why it's not working. I really don't. That's weird. Usually I have some kind of an idea too as to what's going on. Even though I'm not a JavaScript guy, I can usually have a good sense for what I'm doing wrong. This one I have no idea. Okay. What do we have for backups? What did I do today? I don't think I did too much today. This was just when I started working. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't even want to create a new backup of this. Let's rename this one. Before pushing iFrames to production. And let's restore this. Because we can't have a site that's not working. So that's number one. But then I don't know, does it roll back even? Oh, fuck. I don't even know if it's going to roll back the stuff that I pushed. Do you know what I mean? Oh, God. I don't know if it's going to. I still think it's going to be busted. Right? Yeah, it's still going to be published. Yeah. It's not defined. That's a mix panel. There's just some random error. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, God. What is that? What do you make of this JavaScript error? The frame answers directive. Oh, the CSP, content security policy. Is it a Webflow thing? I don't know. Oh, God, what the hell just happened there? No, I just want to magnify this page. Feel free to give me more details. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to need to do? I'm going to have to roll back um, like before when I started this iFrame business, and I'm going to lose everything. Well, I mean, I guess I'll have the backup, but where do we have our backups? Oh yeah, settings here. God. Okay, when did I start? I gotta have to go into my YouTube video here, or to my channel. No, I don't need to view my channel. I need to go to Studio. Content, live streams. Okay, cross domains, migrating Webflow components to new projects, creating a Webflow template. Right, figuring out how to add iframes. So I started on the episode 315, which was on May 2nd. May 2nd. These are just automatic backups. So I feel like maybe this is when I started doing stuff. What do I see? What do I see here? So I think my plan right now is I'm just going to need to roll. I'm just going to roll back. I don't think there's anything else I can do. And I think even I'll just roll back. Like all of these ones, they're just basically one back because I haven't really done anything. It's just backing up basically the same thing. So I haven't, yeah, maybe I was just doing a few different things here and there, but. All right, is this. Oh, this is hard to see. If I look at my components, look at the collection, look at this. I still have I have this iFrame URL here that I created, but I still have link to the demo page. And yeah, that's still there. Okay. Let me go. Which one am I looking at right now? Which backup? Like I feel like it's not even showing me. Let's close that. Let's go. Let's look at this. I feel like this is the one that I was just looking at. Yeah, this one has the iFrame URL. Even that's May 3rd. Let's go back to April 24th. Because that's probably around that would be before I started kind of thinking about getting back in there and updating everything to this new iFrame business. Shit. Okay. Yeah, let's look in here. Yeah, so it's not here. I'd love to know what the difference is between these few things. This one has another page. What could that what could that second or that other new page be? Let's have a quick look. have this testing components. Template features. Yeah, so I don't even like that. Testing components, yeah. Yeah, so let's go back here. We're gonna have to restore this. And actually there's one quick thing I want to look. I need to go into the members database because there's more members, I do believe, right now. Oh no, it failed. It failed, so it's not even going to be in here. Right. So if that's not even going to be in here, I don't think I need to worry about it. Okay. May 2nd. What time did I live stream on May 2nd? Oh, I closed it. Content, live stream. May 2nd. I streamed at, doesn't say really what time. Doesn't say what time I started. Analytics. May 3rd. Ugh. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's. Yeah. We're rolling back. I think it's this one, right? Which one is this one? I'm almost positive it's this one. Now I'm going to just double check because I don't want to screw this up. Roll back to some place or some point in time, which is not where I want to go. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah. Okay. And restore, please. Hopefully this restores just fine. And there's no issues. Let's publish. I mean, if we go back and to look at our components, everything is going back to its proper demo page. Okay, we're published. We'll go back down here. Oh, this page is not even going to exist. This isn't even a page anymore. So I'll have to go here. Yeah, we're logged in. Yeah, just viewing our components. And it was a navigation that was all messed up. Yeah, so we're product components, navigation basic 2, which is fine. And yeah, just taking a look, seeing how things go. Yeah, this will expand to what it needs to be. Making sure the copy works. Now, let's get out of that. Copy, paste. I'm sure everything here is going to be just fine. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore. And paste. Yeah. Looks good. Close that. Close that. Close this. Close this. Blog 7. Yeah, that looks fine. Close that. Copy this. Yep. And a footer. Footer 3. Yeah, okay. So what do we do now? Okay, so that was like a complete disaster. I did not see that coming at all. So that sucks. Okay. What are we going to do? So what was the plan? The plan was to be able to create as many components as we want and to work on a weekly basis, or maybe even 2 weeks. Maybe even to start, we'd probably do like every 2 weeks to release, like a dozen or so new components, send out a newsletter to our members, and just keep building, right? Just build slowly and then start producing videos. So now obviously we can't keep creating more components because we don't know how to display them. So that's a problem, but it's not going to stop us doing these other things that we want to do. But of course, do we want to really push hard with our marketing efforts if we're not going to be able to deliver the product that we want to? Because I guess what I'm hung up on in a sense is I just want to make sure that I produce the best possible product for people. And the fact that I only have I only have 100 components, and I'm going to do a few more until I'm run out of space. I feel like that's not the best possible product because you don't really have all the pieces in place to be able to, make a website with just our components. I mean, you if it's a basic website, you certainly can, but I still think there's a lot more that I can do, and I know there's a lot more that I can do. So in some ways, part of me is thinking that, I know I can do better. I know I can put more stuff out there. And if you only have one shot at, gathering somebody's attention and, gathering their trust or whatever, and they're like, oh, this is garbage. There's like 100 components here. I'm out of here. And they never come back again. I just worry about that to a small extent anyways. It's in my mind. So that's why I was liking this idea that I can grow and do the marketing and do the videos while still being able to grow the component library, and we can grow slowly together. But now that seems like there's got to be a way to do it. These other guys are doing it, so I think maybe I'll see if I can get some help to see if someone can help figure this out for me. Because I need to do it. At some point, it needs to be done because pixel pieces can't really grow if I can't go beyond 150 components. Like, there's just no way. There's no way at all. So I think it's pretty critical to get that done. Whether it's me or whether I got to hire somebody else to do it for me, to help me figure it out. And we know it can be done. It certainly can be done. I just got to figure out how. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna talk to a couple people, see if I can get some help on this, and I guess go from there because I'm not sure exactly what to do right now. Like literally right now in the next half hour. Well, that's okay. You know what? These things happen. It's just I don't know, a lesson learned, something to, I don't know, keep in mind that it's not always easy. I mean, it never was always easy. It never was easy. It was always hard, but it's even more difficult when you feel like you're handcuffed and you can't take care of something yourself and you don't really have any recourse to be able to get the help that you need. I don't know. So hopefully I can lean into the network of people that I know that know JavaScript really well that can help me out with this. That's all I can hope for right now. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what they say and then go from there. So I'll find out tomorrow what's going to happen. Regardless of whether I can move forward with that or not, I still need to move forward with the content that I want to create. And if I just create it now and then I just have it in the back burner so I have more stuff that's ready to be released when Pixel Pieces is ready, then so be it. Yeah. Because we still got to move forward, you know, even though I'm handicapped or handcuffed, I think is the word I'm looking for right now. I still got to move forward. Still got to keep doing stuff. So, all right. Anyways, that was a blast. That was not a blast. What am I thinking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It was a bust, maybe. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It's like 3 days working on this, and everything was going so well, and then it all just blew up. Such is life, I guess. That's okay. We'll learn from it. We'll keep moving forward, and we'll see if we can just, get back up, dust ourselves off, and just keep moving forward. So, all right, I'm going to leave it here today. And thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around and, I don't know, watching me suffer. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Regardless of what happens, we're back here tomorrow, and we'll figure something out, and we'll be back at it plugging away tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good night, and we'll see you next time.